GLC Network's webinar. Webinar is one of GLC Network's regular event every Thursday night with various topics. And topics for tonight's webinar is using Git for everyone. We also have a live practice, so feel free to join the practice. And during webinar, if you have any question, you may drop the message in chat box or just unmute yourself and ask a question directly. So let me introduce you the speaker tonight, Mas Ahmad Mardiansyah. He is the co-founder of GLC Networks. He is also trainer, mentor, and consultant for an IT and ISP. So now we'll begin. Mas Ahmad, are you ready?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. So thank you and enjoy the webinar.
Yeah, thank you very much, moderator. I will start in the soon. Okay. So today we'll be talking about the Git. Git is one tool, one very popular tool used by many engineers and developers all over the world. Okay, so if you are engineer, I said engineer, not only developers, but engineer, but you don't know Git. Oh, okay. So it seems like you're not keeping up with technology. Okay. So Git is very popular. So, and I think I have done some. We also do support some recruitments, and for some recruitment, for example, if you are hiring a programmer, of course, they're asking you if you can use Git or understand some things about Git. So Git is mandatory also for other professions other than programmers, coders, like network engineers, data scientists, many stuff. Okay, so Git is for everyone. So that's why the title for this webinar is Git for everyone, because Git is not only used for programmers only, but others stuff, other people's like network engineers, other engineers. So other engineers that requires versioning of their documents, probably they will they can get benefit from the Git version control. Right. So next, this is our agenda. So we will be talking about the birth of version control. Why do we need that? So a little bit about history. Why do we need? Why do we come to a tool? Why the tool is coming to us, and then what was the history that makes the tool available for us. And then we will be talking about the Git concept and terminology. What is repository, what is local repo, and then so on and so forth. And then we'll be talking about the Git interface, okay, CLI and then GUI. And then if time permits, we can have live practice. So, okay, guys. So because we use Git, and then I'll be using one provider that provides Git services, for example, GitHub in this case. So I will use a GitHub account. So I hope you can. If you don't have a GitHub account, you can create now, because in our live practice, we'll be using GitHub as our central repository. Okay, so please, again, open your GitHub account, and then when we have a live practice session, we'll be using the GitHub. Okay, I have some chat here. Can we speak Indonesian? I don't think. Okay, I can see some of you are not from Indonesia, right? Okay, is there anyone not from Indonesia. I can see from your name here. Some of you are not from here. I see. Okay, right. Right. So I'm sorry, guys. So one person here, participant here is asking about can I speak in Indonesian? Because some of you are not from here. I'll be speaking in English. So sorry. But well, I'll be using a plain English. Yeah, I'm studying. Yeah, I'm continuing my study now. I'm trying my best to use my plain English so that people can understand better. All right, let's continue. So that was our agenda. About ourselves, we are GLC. We are based in Bandung, Indonesia. Our areas are IT, training and consulting. We do MikroTik, Ubiquiti, and Linux. And then our regular event is our webinar that we are doing now. My name is Achmad Mardiansyah, and then I'm based in Bandung. I use Linux since 1999. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, at that time I learned Linux using Mandrake. If you have heard about that, Red Hat 5.2. It was a long time ago. Slackware 8. Yeah. And then I use MikroTik since 2007, Ubiquiti, and then I become a trainer. You guys, if you have LinkedIn, we can connect. Yeah, I would love to connect to all of you guys. Yeah, for sharing information, get update for with technologies. Yeah, because yeah, because IT is changing very fast, and then one way to keep up with the technology is by having many connections. So yeah, this is our past experience. We have experience in Malaysia, in Congo, Africa, in Libya, United Kingdom, Kalimantan, some in Australia, in Korea as well. Yeah. Yeah, mostly related to either Linux, a little bit programming. Now programming portion is bigger because we are supporting a radius manager, which is dealing with billing and then payment gateway. So we also do programming, okay, not only Linux and then MikroTik. Yeah, so that was it about the webinar itself. It was done in 2010, and then yeah, we try our best to make it regular, okay, every week, Thursday night. And about yourself, thank you very much. For some of you already introduce yourself. Okay, for those who are not, so can you please introduce yourself here, where you're from, your background, your what is it? Your um, what is it? Professions, yeah. So that yeah, we can get to know better. Right. Okay, so I'll be speaking in English in this webinar. And then we step into the next topic, which is the birth of version control, right? Okay. So when we do a project, we always generate files, right? So which project that does not generate files? Okay, so we always generate files. Okay, either it's plain text or binary files, correct? Right. So you work with the files, and then you feel that, okay, this part needs to be polished, this one needs to be deleted, and then so on and so forth. So you are changing the files, aka you are making revisions. Yes. So In order to lose, sometimes you have an idea, okay, tomorrow you have different idea, okay, and then the day after tomorrow you realize that, okay, your idea that was 2 days ago was better, not like what you have right now, okay. So you want to um, go back to the previous revisions, okay, 2 days ago. So you need to have a keep tracking of the revisions, okay. So in traditional ways, the revision is based on the file name, okay. So you have a final draft 2, final draft final modify, final draft, blah, blah, blah. This is very common if you do thesis, right? Okay. So you also do revisions, revision fix, revision final, revision, blah, 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 blah. And then you have lots of revisions, you have a problem. Well, it's not like, yeah, you're having a problem how to manage those revisions, right? Okay, so you need, so we clearly have a problem here. We need to have versioning or revisions, how to keep track the revisions. Okay, what we wrote in the documents, we need to be able to keep track of them. Okay, so what happened when we working together with the other person? Okay, so what we do usually, if you are working in a company, we usually set up a file server here, either Google Drive, Dropbox, or you can use set up a Samba if you are if your company or organization have a LAN, okay, local area network. You can set up a special computer to become a server that serve files, and then you can store whatever you like there. You can store MP3, MP4, movies, documents, whatever. And then many people wrote files in directories, and then people are able to delete each other. And then people modify some files and then modify other files, and then yeah, that's how you work. But in some cases, when you work with this traditional way using file server, you need to have a revision, and then revision usually based on the file name. Okay, so final 1, final 2, final 3, whatever final. It's never be final. Okay, so the name final is not really final. Okay, just a name. And then some problem is you cannot keep track if some people modify some files. Okay, you cannot keep track who is doing what. You have, if for example you have a file, okay, and then the file is long, several spread to several pages, okay, and then you wrote documents, okay. So user A is doing here, user B is doing here. But it cannot guarantee that B is also making changes in other lines, okay? And then other problem is when one file is open by two users at the same time, the last person who saved the files wins, okay? So file A, user B, okay? So user A saved the files, but later on user B saved the files, and then the files will become like B, okay? And then user A is angry, and then there is no management for checking the revisions. What did I do? What are the changes to on those lines? Okay, so that is a problem. So what's the solution then? So we need a version control, okay? So what we do is we set up a central repository, okay? please remember, I'm using here repositories, not like file server, similar to like a file server, but it is focused on to have revisions, detailed revision on files. Okay, so there is no story like last save wins, because the version control system will have a system for that. So user can access repo simultaneously. Okay, so we set up a central repository here, and then PC will access the repo, other access the repo, and then they commit and then they update. Okay, so commit means you're committing a change. Update means you're updating your local copy. Okay, some examples are CVS, CVN. Both of them are centralized, but Git is distributed. But all of them are version control with a different way of managing files. So CVS and SVN is centralized way, but Git is decentralized, right? Okay, so we have a central repo, and then others are just a working copy. Okay, so I said again, only one repo. Okay, one repo, and then others are just working copy of the repo. Okay, and then they will interact. Yeah. What else? No. So how it works? Well, we can do like lock, modify, and unlock. So we have two users, Harry and Sally. So we have a file A here. So Harry is changing the file A and then send to have a lock. So I will lock because I'm modifying it. So I will lock the files and then I can read it. So Sally, because the file is locked, Sally cannot read, cannot modify. Okay, so cannot do a lock here. So Harry is modifying the file. So from A, it becomes a apostrophe. And then after it finishes, it do unlock. And after it's unlocked, Sally can read the files. Okay, so it's lock, modify, and unlock. So it's similar to like what we have in database. So we have a table lock. So when we modify a table, so we are locking a table. And then after we finish, and then we unlock the table. So during the locking, no one can be able to modify the content. So this is one way to prevent the consistent to provide consistency of the files. Okay, only one person can write at one time. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? Everyone can follow my explanation here, right? Hopefully. Okay, if you have questions, and then you can unmute your microphone and or you can type in the group chat here. So this is one way how the repository works when many people are working together. Okay, but we have one problem here with this method, lock, modify, unlock. So for example, when you lock, others cannot read. Okay, so that's the problem. So for that, we can use copy, modify, merge. Okay, so this is one way. So we have file A here. So if you want to read, okay, you make a copy. Okay, and then okay, they're making edit revisions. So they're editing the files, adding here, adding that. Okay, and then after that, it's publish. Okay, so publish. So Sally publish the work and then finish. And because the files already changed, Harry cannot just overwrite the files on the repository, okay, because the files on the repository already changed from A to a double apostrophe here. Okay, so Harry needs to read the latest copy first. So here, and then all of them will have the same stage of the files, and after that, Harry can merge his revisions, and then it will become a new version of the files. Okay. So that's how it works. Copy, modify, merge. No questions? Looks like everyone here is good, eh? Okay, let's continue. So let's talk about Git. Okay, so Git is a little bit different because the picture that I show you here are a picture of a centralized repository, centralized version control, while Git is distributed repository. Okay. Yeah, Git is revision control systems, other alternatives. Well, the thing that I mentioned here is the open source version control system. There are many control system out there, which you can find, and then you can use them. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. Yeah, I mean, you can explore those version control system. Okay, so but today we're just talking about the Git concept. So Git is one software for managing revision of files. So it's a revision control system. It's developed by Linus Torvalds, the main programmer of main programmer of Linux kernel. Linus made Git to manage the Linux code, source code. Sorry, I make a typo here. Actually, this is a source code. Okay, source code. Okay, this is supposed to be source code. Git is distributed concept. Okay, so previously it was centralized. So once the server is down, and then it's just dead. Okay, but Git is distributed. Okay, it's very popular among developers and engineers, and then some organization provides free services for Git. For example, GitHub and GitLab, and then maybe others. Okay, so this is how distributed looks like. Well, you have a repository here. Okay, and then this is your local. Okay, this is your local. Okay, and then inside the local you have repository. Okay, so that's why this is the difference between the distributed and central. So in the centralized repository, in the middle you have only one repository, but in the distributed version, you have your the repository is spread among the users. Okay, so this is you working in your own computer. So in your own computer, you have your copy of repository. Okay, and then you do a commit, and then you do update, and then if you want to merge with other repository, you can use Git Push. And if you want to update your local, you can use Git Pull. Okay, so by seeing the arrow here, you know how the Git works. So if you have a working copy, and then if you modify something, blah 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 blah, you do commit to here to your local, So commit is only affects local. Okay, so nothing happened in the central repository if you just commit. And then if you want to push, and then in the central repository, the file change. Okay, and so as if you want to update your local repository, you can use Git Pull and then Git update. Okay, any questions? Right, okay. Oh, one question. Okay, I have a question here from Tihomir Flahovsky. Okay, once again, can I have my Git self-hosted repository talking to other repository, for example, GitLab? Yes, yes, yes. So in our own project, yeah, you can see we are GLC Networks. We don't use GitHub, okay, because we have our own server, and then that server we set up as a Git repository, central Git repository. So we don't use GitHub, but in this webinar, I'll be using GitHub. Okay, we have our own Git repository. Why? Because we have the server. Okay. Why you use GitHub? Because you don't have the server, right? GitHub provided for you. You just open an account and then create the repository over there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so hopefully it answered question. So question is, can I have your own Git? Yes, you can. Okay. So can I have my Git pulling from your repository? Yes, yes, it's possible. Yeah. So I have, so this is how Git works. Okay. So I have a repository here. I have another repository, and then you can pull from other repository to become your repository. Okay. Yes, it's possible. But yeah, as a consequence, it's just like when you pull from others, it will become, so the source code will be same. Okay, you are pulling everything from the source. Here is the source. Okay, and then this will be the target. Right, so, okay, let's continue. So hopefully you have your own GitHub account so that we can practice here. Okay, so like what I said, okay, this is just more detail about the Git concept. Right. So usually, the what people do is you have a centralized, I mean, not centralized, you have a remote repository, a repository that is that becomes a reference for everybody. Okay, so this is, for example, GitHub. Okay, so this is GitHub. So you create a repository over there in GitHub, and then from that you clone that. So so there's no clone here. Okay, so from okay, I'll create a new arrow here. So clone, call it clone. So you are cloning a remote repository to your local repository. Okay, and then okay, and then it will become a local repo. Okay, here is the clone. And after that, if there is updates on servers, and then you can use here Git Pull. Okay, Git Pull. So there is no Git Pull here, but if you want to pull everything from the remote repository, you can use Git Pull. Okay, so this is you. Okay, your working directory. You modify something, and then for those files that you already modify, you can use Git Add to add to the staging area. Staging area is on your local machines, And after that, you do a Git commit. So Git commit only affect your local repo. After that, you do a Git push. Okay. Git fetch and clone is the same. No. So clone is just for cloning the repository. Okay, only one time. One time only. Okay, so you just, I mean, you don't have to clone every time, right? So you execute clone only one time for copying the remote into your own local. Okay, and after that, if you want to update, and then you can use Git Pull here. Right, hopefully it answered the questions. Okay, let's talk about the interface. Okay, some Git commands. So this is a clone. Okay, when you do clone, this is the command. Okay, sometimes you are required to set up an identity when you are working, and then you can check Git status. Okay, whether how many files that is changed on your local repository, and then you can check it with Git status. And then you modify something, and then you have to add that files into the staging area, Git Add. Okay, after that you do commit. Okay. You do commit, and then this is commit is important. Okay, it explains what are the changes. Okay, so my suggestion is do commit. One commit is one job, one task. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to change something, for example, you want to fix the, for example, a header. Okay. So you do Git commits just for fixing the header. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's continue. Yeah. So you're committing there. So it means that, okay, I want to change something here. And then after that, we do a Git pull, not pull, a push. So you want to push your changes towards the remote repository. So there is no central. Okay, there is no central. It's just a upstream repository. Okay. So Git push here, and then we have, if you want to update the local repo, you do Git pull. As simple as that. Okay. So, okay, so I think it's time for us to use GitHub. So I'll be using my own GitHub here. Okay, let me log in. So hopefully you can log in as well, and then follow my instruction here. Okay, let me share my whole screen. Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully you can see the screen here. Okay. So let's do the live practice. So here you can, well, you can modify on the live or our server. That's okay. Yes. Okay, let me open the. Let me share the access. Okay, so for me, I'll be creating a new repository. Git demo 2020 12/10. Okay, so it's a Git demo on GLC networks webinar. Okay, so it's public so that everyone can see. So I will initialize the repository. Okay, choose a license, whatever, maybe MIT license, I don't know. I'll just pick it up. Okay, so I'll create the repository here. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so that's how you create a repository. Okay. Okay, let me share the SSH key on live practice server. Okay, so here is the access to SSH server. Okay. And then I would like to invite you so that you can contribute to our project here. Yeah. So because currently the one and the only user for this Git demo is only myself. You cannot change something. You can clone. Yes, you can clone because it's public. Yes, but you cannot modify something. Yeah. So that's why we need to add you to a repository here. So manage access. I think this is the place. Yes, invite collaborators. Okay, guys. So I would like, if you already have a Git username, you can type it here. Okay. I'll be putting your username here or email so that you can contribute in our live webinar tonight. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. You can share in the group chat. I will add the username here. Okay. Thank you very much. One. Okay. Invite collaborators. Okay. Thank you. I think I can put several users at once. Cannot find. Sorry, guys. This one doesn't work. Okay, BMT team. Yes. Okay, Ibanez 15. Okay, looks like a music name here. Ibanez 15. Okay, add. And then next is this. Okay, you should receive an email that I already add your account to my repository here. Sorry guys, this one is not working, so I'll be adding other username. Yes, this one, okay. Right. Thank you. So we will be posting the webinar here on YouTube. Okay, and then you will see your username over there. Yeah. Oh, next. Oh, I know this guy, Mohammed Momon. Okay, how are you, man? Thanks for joining us. Okay, I'll add you to the repo. Okay, so done. Oh, okay. I have somebody here. Oh, lots of them. Oh, okay. Which one here? Oh, okay, the first one. Right, so we have, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have 8 contributors. So all of you already invited into my repository so that you can clone the repo here. Okay, so this is mine. And then, okay, I need to check my username and password. Okay, on GitHub. Okay, let me check. Okay, here it is. Done. Now it's time to log into to the files. Okay. So SSH. Okay, let me log in. I'll be logging as Slav20. Okay. Port. Blah blah blah. Is it working? Yes. Oh, denied. Oh, sorry. Okay, so here it is. Okay, I'm in. Okay, so I'm inside. So actually, you don't have to log in. That's fine, because what you have to do is clone the repository. Oh, okay, I have another request here to add another Git user. Okay, let me add you. Settings, access. Yes. Okay, so add it. Thanks. Right, so what we can do is, okay, let's make a directory, git demo. Okay, I'm inside the git demo. Okay, great. Now I'm doing a clone. So how do I clone that? Well, you can see here. So we have a files here. Okay, so this is the URL if you want to clone my repository. Okay, so git clone, and then you copy and paste the URL. Okay, clone. Huh? No, git. Oh man, I have to install it first. Okay, sorry guys. I need to install I forgot to install. Oh, sorry for that. Okay, won't be long, hopefully. Okay, I'm installing a Git command here. If not, then I'll be using my own computer for Git. Okay, so it's installing the software, the Git software. Okay, it's done. Now Git's there. So Git clone this, and then blah, blah, blah. See? As simple as that. So I already cloned my repository here. Now I'm going to my working directory. Okay, so I'll be working to my working directory here. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, so this is my working directory, and then it is similar to this. Okay, so when we do clone, it is similar to from here goes to here. This is clone. Okay, here, clone. Okay, right. So what we are going to do now is adding some files. Okay, and then hopefully we'll push them to the remote repository. Okay, for those who already clone your repository, we can write something. Okay, so let's make a files of a Vim file and then your name. File minus name and then txt. Okay, hello world from Achmad. Yes. I usually use Vim, okay, but for you, it's up to you. So please make a files like this with the template like this. So file minus your name .txt, okay, and then you can write something inside. Okay, so it means that I'm already working here, and then you can check Git status. Okay, so it says that, oh, okay, you have untracked files, one untracked file. So you can see the color here is red. So it means that the file is not tracked. So the purpose for version control system is to tracking the changes of the files. Okay, so on which lines have you made a modification on those files, right? So those modification needs to be tracked. Okay, so for that we need to do a git add. So how do I do that? Git add and then the files. Okay, add. So it means that here, oops, no, oh, okay, oh, yes. So it means that this is the git add. So I'm using like this. Okay, so I'm now putting the file minus achmad.txt already in the staging area. Okay. Okay, what should I do next? So I will do commit. Okay, I check the status first. Okay, so all files are tracked. Now, so I'll do git commit. Okay, minus m, and then minus m means the message. So it's up to you. So adding new files, file ahmad.txt. All right. Oh yeah, you have to set up config here. Okay, so let's set up the global configuration for here. Okay, first you need to set up your email, ahmad@glcnetworks.com. Okay, so that's your first configuration. The second is your name. Oops. Oh my God. Yes. Okay, name is Ahmad Mardiansyah. Yes. Okay, so we need to set up a global configuration. Yeah, usually this is mandatory for especially if you want to commit something, because when you commit and then the Git requires who is doing the commit, okay, the name and then the email. Okay, and then you can do commit. This is the summary. So one file is created, 2 insertions, and then create mode, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this one we have done up to this. Oh, where is it? Yeah, so this is the Git commit, similar to this. So it means that I already update my local repo. Okay, so here my local repo is already updated. Yeah. Okay, so the next step is we want to push our modification to remote repo. So this is the remote repo. Okay, as you can see, nothing here. It's just in the initial commit. Nothing new, nothing fancy, only one commit as you can see here, nothing happened. Okay, so what you will do is git push. Git push, and then username, and then password. Okay, done. Oh, failed, remote ejected. Really? Okay, let's check. Oh yeah, I can I cannot pull, I cannot push because somebody already write them here. Okay, so what do? I have to do git pull. Okay, merge branch to main. Okay, so git pull already up to date. Okay, and then I will do git push. Type and then okay, hopefully it's done. Yeah, I cannot I cannot send a push here. Okay. Okay, let us. Oh yeah. So here it is. Okay. So what I'm doing was git push. So it is similar to this one. So it means that I'll be updating the remote repository over here. Okay, so the consequence of my action here, there will be a files here, a new files name. What is it? What's the name? What was the name? File Achmad.txt. Correct? Yes. On top of that. Okay, let me update. Okay, so you can see, so file Achmad, file Alan, file Angga. So because I already push, and then there are new files as well. What I need to do is to update my local repository here with git pull. All right. Yes. So as you can see, there is a new file here, name file -ln.txt. Okay. See. So git pull. Actually, there is no git pull here. Actually, git pull is taking from remote down to the git pull. Yeah. So git pull is similar to this. All right. So you need to git pull before git push. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Otherwise, there will be a conflict. So today we are not talking about the deeper about GitHub. I mean Git versioning. So we don't talk about branches. We don't talk about merge. We don't talk about conflict. Yeah, at least you have an idea how the Git works. Okay. Any questions? Okay, let's see. Is there any new files here? Come on. Oh, okay, file moment, a new files 5 minutes ago. Great, so again, I need to pull to get the latest update from the upstream repository. Thank you very much, Momon. Okay, anyone? Come on. Can we create new repo via terminal? Yes. Yes, it's possible. How to do that? With this command. Oh, okay. So I forgot to put here. Just git init. Okay. So the command to create a new repository is git init. So where's the git init? So I don't put the command here. Sorry. So in this our exercise, in this exercise, the git init was done in GitHub here. Okay, so the GitHub is the one that is is providing the Git service. So we just create an account and then use their service. Okay, so hopefully you can check the repo and then update the repo. At least now, well, you have some ideas about how the Git works. Okay. Look, you don't have to go to this live practice server. Okay, you can if you have Git on your local machine, you don't have to SSH to our live practice here. Okay. Right. Any questions so far? No. Okay. Some words from admin. I think we already finished because it's already 20:30. Any words from admin? Any? Yeah, some word from admin. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much, guys, for your time. We're running out of time now.
Yeah.
Almost finished, but we need to see your feedback. If you have any feedback for us, really important. And thank you for today, and for your joint practice as well. Yes, I hope and we hope this will be give you good benefits in value. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, moderator. Oh, I have a request from moderator for photo session. Yeah. Okay. So guys, please turn on your cameras. Okay. Turn on your camera. Okay. Make your best looking here. If you want to put some makeups, that's fine.
Yes, please.
Right. Okay, so let's take a picture. 1, 2, 3.
Smile.
Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, guys, thumbs up. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, great. Thank you very much. Okay, anything else, admin? Oh, yeah, the feedback. Oh, I have Tihomir. Okay, Tihomir, what's up? What's going on with you guys? Oh, forgot the webcam. Ah, okay. So today is not your lucky day.
Yeah, it means
Next time,
next week. Next week
next
you should
time.
join again.
Yeah, next week. There'll be a next week. There'll be a webinar next week. I think different. Yeah, VLAN and VXLAN. Yeah, yeah, VXLAN. It's a new technology. MikroTik supports VXLAN as well. we'll be discussing the VXLAN in the next webinar.
If you want to see the schedule, you can see our website, and then you also can follow our social media, Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube. So this webinar will be uploaded in YouTube. Just wait for that.
Yeah, sure. So if you want to learn more about programming stuff, we also have a course for that. We do web programming. So started from HTML, CSS, what else? The CSS framework like Bootstrap, and then PHP, and then database. Okay. Yeah. Thank you again. Thank you very much for your attention. Don't forget to submit your feedback. It's really important for us. If you have Facebook, perhaps you can consider to like our Facebook page. The slide will be available in SlideShare. Okay, usually we put the slides there. Okay, if you have a better platform for sharing the slides, please let me know. And then the recording will be available on YouTube. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll be uploading the files. And if you have any questions, you can write them in the group chat. Okay. Okay, I'll put, we are still be here for some minutes for you if you want to submit your feedback. The link is available on group chat.